Bed sharing, or co-sleeping as it's sometimes called, is the practice of a parent sharing the same sleep space as their infant. Now, this is something practiced across all cultures, pretty much for the entire span of human existence, but it has become a little bit controversial these days. Now, it's worth saying up front that the safest place for a baby to sleep is on their back in a cot on their own. But studies have found that around 50% of parents say they have bed shared at some point with their child. Most advice around bed sharing just says don't do it. But we know how effective preaching abstinence is on other topics, and the same goes for bed sharing. Therefore, I think it's really important that we talk about how to bed share in the safest possible way in case you ever find yourself in that position in the future. So here are my top tips for bed sharing as safely as possible. Number 1, make sure you've got a firm mattress. Avoid things like air beds, water beds, or mattresses with memory foam tops. Number 2, avoid any loose bedding or objects around the baby. So no pillows, no duvets, no loose blankets, no cuddly toys. Make sure the space is nice and clear. Number 3, make sure you're putting your baby down on their back. The same principle applies to avoiding SIDS as it does when they sleep in a cot, and the back is always the safest place to sleep. Number 4, always avoid bed sharing if you've been smoking, drinking alcohol, or taking any drugs. Number 5, make sure the setup is really safe and that there's no gaps beside the bed that the baby could fall down or that they can't fall off the bed and hurt themselves. Number 6, bed sharing is only safe to do with babies who've been born at a healthy full-term weight, so avoid bed sharing with babies who are born unwell or premature. Another thing to think about is that breastfeeding is found to be a protective factor, which might suggest that it's safer to bed share with breastfeeding babies rather than babies who are bottle fed. Now, bed sharing might not be for you, that's absolutely fine. There's plenty of ways to keep your baby close to you with next to me cots, sidecar cots, or even just a full-size cot in your bedroom. But if you ever do find yourself in a position where you find yourself wanting to bed share, hopefully this gives you ways to do it in the safest way possible. And if you want more realistic and helpful baby sleep tips, please head on over to Your Baby Club to find plenty more videos and articles from me over there.